I mean, really, Harley? Horrible design. Horrible. We're changing that today. Stick around. What's up? Jim here. Welcome back to J Street Moto. Welcome to the channel if it's your first time. The single ugliest design element, in my opinion, on the newer Harley-Davidson touring models, specifically road glides and street glides, is this ugly freaking license plate holder. I honestly don't know what Harley was thinking. Drop it down in the comments. I'm curious. Was this ever used on a different Harley motorcycle? And they're just repurposing it for the newer bikes. I don't recall ever seeing a Harley that had that configuration on the rear fender. I really don't. So that means when they were designing the 24 and newer bikes, there was a group of people that sat around a table and said, here's the best idea we can come up with. Let's take our inspiration from the license plate holder and light on pretty much every camper in the US. If you don't live in the US, think Caravan if you live overseas in Europe. Because that's what it is. That's what it looks like. I'll drop a picture in right here of one so you can see. It's the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. And I'm sure it was voted on by committee. I don't have a clue who thought it was a good idea. I really don't. So ever since I bought the bike, that's been something I've been wanting to change. I had other priorities though. So I'm now at the point where I can do it. The first part I decided to go with was custom dynamics. And I started looking there about 2 months ago, a little over 2 months ago. And of course, custom dynamics, you have to buy 2 separate parts. And one of those parts has been either out of stock or back ordered since I started looking at it, which I know why. I'm sure it's because they've loaded all their inventory on trucks to take to rallies so they can make sure they're not turning anybody away when they come up to, you know, buy parts in Daytona or Laconia, what's going on right now, or Myrtle or Sturgis when they head out there, but the parts aren't available to the general public when they go online to order them. So that made me say, you know what, I'm not tied to custom dynamics. Why don't I look at another part? And so we're going to go with the Ciro curved frame with LED for our installation on the Road Glide. It's one part. You order one thing and it does it all. I'm going to install it today. I don't know how much of it's going to be like an actual installation video. This thing is pretty simple. It's probably going to take me longer to set the camera up to film than it is to actually do the work. And Ciro's done a good job of making a video showing you exactly what to do. So I'm probably not going to make an installation video. I just kind of wanted to show y'all putting it on and letting you see it after the fact in case you're looking to fix that ugly piece on your motorcycle too. So let's get to work. Let's see what we need to do here. Oh, well, you got this little guy right here, which you pop off. You just pull that guy right off. That gives you access to these two. They look like T27s back there. So I'm gonna go get the tools that I need in order to do this. Here's what I'm going to be opening. I'm sure Ciro has some instructions in here that I can follow. Got a sticker. It is a T27 to take these out, and it does say to reserve or keep them because you are going to reuse them. There we go. Those two are out. There we go. If you just wiggle it enough, this little connector comes out. Oh, there it is right there. There we go. Old one's out. While I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and clean this back fender off pretty good. We'll use some bug slide on it. Hopefully this gets it clean. I do have some buffing compound I can use on this part down here, which is probably going to still be exposed. Might go ahead and do that. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is put this guy on first right here so I can make sure he's lined up. We need this guy out a little bit. Plug this dude in. These things only go together one way, so you really can't screw it up. And then we're gonna push this back in there. We'll stick you down in here for now and put you right there. That way we can get all this lined up and screwed in. And then we'll put you in here. I'm gonna get on the back side of this dude, get him started. Put you in there. We'll grab this dude and we will snug him up. And snug this one up. These things don't have to go on there that tight. I'm not putting any Loctite on them either. It should kind of level itself. I'm gonna push this back in to that little, there's like a plastic case behind the fender that holds the wire back here. So I'm gonna just stuff the wire back in there, and then we will tighten this guy down and tighten this one down. I wanna make sure these are snug because if they vibrate loose, they're gonna be behind the license plate and I'm not gonna have easy access to kind of get to them. I kind of want everything snugged in there. Then I'm gonna show you the piece that goes on top. Well, let's turn the bike on and make sure that it lights up. It does, it lights up. So I'm gonna go ahead and slap this thing over top of it so you can see what it'll look like done. Then this goes on kind of like that right there. That's how it goes on. There's a bolt that goes through the bottom here that holds this thing together. That's how it finishes. It's like that. I like that. I'll fix that stuff later from where the other one was. Yeah, that's it. It's a pretty easy install. I told y'all it was a pretty easy install. It actually did take me longer to set the camera up and spend more time trying to buff out the stuff that was on my fender from the stock license plate holder. Put things in perspective, I've ridden that bike. I think I've got 12,000 miles on it now. If you're looking at doing yours and you only have a couple thousand miles, I would do it sooner rather than later, because then you can avoid a lot of that. It's going to happen. You'll see the same thing if you remove your tank badges. Anything on the bike that has like a footprint, the paint's going to be a little different when you take that thing off and change what the footprint is for the same device. So, and that's what's happened here, and I don't mind it. In fact, if I can't get it out, I don't care. I really do not care. It's not gonna make me lose sleep at night, because this looks way better than that last thing looked. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. If you got any questions, drop them down in the comments or email me at jstmoto22@gmail.com. That's jstreetmoto22@gmail.com. Very responsive, and I answer everything personally. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, click the notification bell, share it with your friends. All that stuff's absolutely free to you, and it does help the channel. Always ride safe.
Yeah, ready? 1, 2, 3, shoot. Ah. Asshole.
Really? Peace out, bitches!